I think of somebody who already had kids and who like has that part of his life like over and done with,
Oh.
and then I come along.
No, what did they use of my money? Take out. Don't be weird. Don't be weird.
Apologies. Okay.
Don't regret which of the questions and prepare your mind.
My name is Chizaram Iraganachi, aka Cheesy Baby, aka Zara. It depends on what you want to go for, but
I'm shy. Are you flirting with the audience?
something like that. Maybe I'm trying to.
Are you somebody that flirts? Like, would you consider yourself a flirt?
You know the funny thing is, I was having this conversation with my brother, and I was like, how does flirting work? Like, do you just like wink and
You're flirting on like that's how you wink.
okay, so what's
What
that?
are you?
How does
Actually, I
it
don't
work?
flirt at all, so I wouldn't know.
Exactly, like how does it work? Do you just say, "Oh, I like the way you make your lips look," or like, what? How does it work?
Then you look like a creep if you just go and just. How do
I
you just
know,
come to
but
somebody?
flirting is creepy.
Have you ever slid into anybody's DM?
No.
I like the way you fantastic about that. Like,
Yeah, so let me be confident and sure that.
do you believe in soulmates?
No.
See your face. Aren't you a romance girly? Don't you read romance books?
I do, but let me tell you, I feel like the older you get, the more jaded you kind of become in terms of like love. So, for example, soulmates. I don't think there's one single person. I feel like you kind of make your soulmates.
Okay.
Like we get like really good friends from like random places who become like our tight G's and like
So you believe like friends, like Charlotte in Sex and City, you believe like maybe your friends could be your soulmates?
yeah. I don't think that soulmates always have to be like romantic.
How do you go on like dates? Because I know we've spoken recently about like going on dates and like a lot of people, some people have just like cornered me and they're talking about like Lola, how can I meet somebody? I'm like, wrongest person, don't ask me, I don't meet anybody. Like dating in Lagos, how do you go about
It's
it?
an extreme sport, people of God. Don't do it. Don't do it. So first things first, I was in a long-term relationship, right? And then after that, it was kind of weird navigating the dating scene again, especially when you're like you've been out of the pool for such a long time.
Mm.
But my sister, who encouraged a lot of my exes, said, "Oh, Cheesy, you should open Bumble." You know, because I was always complaining, like I don't want to be third wheel, one thing, and she's like, "Open Bumble." You know, there's like the part for like best friends, and then like dating,
And then
stuff.
dating, it's just a chance to meet people in general.
Yeah, and I'm like, fair enough, okay, not bad. Don't do it. Moral of the story.
But they say
Don't
people
do
say
it.
a bumble allows you to stay in control, you know, as a woman because the woman is the one that has to swipe right.
A lot of men, and this is not even men hating, but I feel like if you're a guy on Bumble, like your options are so much better because like a lot of women who are there are actually looking for like
Relationship,
meaningful
yeah,
relationships.
intentional already.
Yeah, they kind of have their shit together because they're significantly older, right? They have careers that they're starting or they've been well into,
Yeah.
and they kind of have their own money. So it's not necessarily. I feel like you have better chances if you're a guy on Bumble
Than
if
a
you're
woman. Wow. The people that created the app, they must be screaming somewhere. That was not their plan. Something I used to really struggle with, especially when I used to go on the dates more frequently, was like having to mute yourself, like as a confident woman, like being on dates. And
I don't talk as much.
Mm.
I keep quiet and kind of observe you. You know how you talk, how you carry on conversation, how how you're able to express yourself, how you interact with like staff, like service
Fair.
people.
Yeah.
It's just a very quiet time for me. I'll answer questions if I'm asked, but I most likely will not be driving that conversation. Because for me, let me tell you what it reminds me of. The museum in Nairobi. My tour guide was kind of telling me that in birds, males have to impress the females. So like everything that they do, even the color of their feathers,
Just like peacocks and everything is all like for the female.
right, it's for the female gaze. So
female gaze.
like reverse in that case. Not I'm not supposed to be out to impress you. You are supposed to be out to impress me. So you're making an impression at the dates. So I'm just here to.
But you're not worried that I didn't think that you're boring.
I don't care. I don't care about that enough to want to know. How about that?
Okay, but do you have like a list of like personalities, like things that you've written down that you're looking for? Is that what you're looking out for? That you then compare, like, okay, he has this or he doesn't have this.
So the thing is, like, I don't have a list of things that I want. I have a list of things that I know for certain I don't want. So it's
Okay.
easier, like to So for example, I don't want to be with somebody who talks too much. I don't want to do it. Like I don't want to be here and then be listening to you go on and on. Fam, I don't want to do it. I don't want to be with somebody who, you know, knows how to throw those very subtle jabs, at people, just generally disrespectful. I don't have time for that.
When you probably say jabs at people, do you also mean like at women sometimes? Because I know you're very feminist. So
Yeah.
can you be somebody that doesn't identify as feminist but is vaguely feminist?
I think the people who do that are just in denial. Denial is a river in Egypt.
Your husband is gay.
Okay, I want to say your husband's feminist, but he's not talking too much as a whole. Like there are certain nuances that I don't mind. So, for example, if you're telling me about like something fun that you did,
That
or
you're
like
excited about.
yeah, like I'll let you talk. But if you're telling me about how you have this, you have that,
Oh, like arrogance, like just like
no,
throwing your weight around.
one guy I went on a date with, and he was telling me how his ex-wife used to make the best pasta.
Okay, so
What should I do with this information? First of all,
he said you should get in the kitchen. That you should start making pasta.
No, could never be me. It could not be me because he goes on about how sometimes he still misses pasta
Of his ex-wife.
Yeah, of his ex-wife.
And what are you doing here?
And then he now says, oh, that he's been eating out a lot lately because I don't even start the gist from the beginning. We get to the restaurant.
Yeah.
I place my order. Are you ordering anything? He says no. That he's not ordering. That he had too much to eat yesterday night, and he still ate some of his leftovers in the morning. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. So I order what's this called? Thank you, babes. I order pasta and I order lobster.
Okay.
And this man says, no, that he's good. He's not saying that he just have some fries. So they brought him his fries. They brought him his fries. Now he's eating his fries and taking out of my lobster. Yeah, like he's reaching across, like it's my lobster. And I'm like, I thought you said you didn't want anything. And he's like, yeah, but my food looks good. So he's just kind of, and then he goes off on a tirade about how he eats out too much, how he needs to get a chef, how he's spoken to his sister about it, how his ex-wife used to make the
When
best
did you
pasta.
meet this man?
I remember how I met him. The question is, do I want to tell you that story?
Tell me.
I was out with my friends
at the club.
No, not I don't go to club. Club's too noisy. Too noisy. We were out of kind of an outdoorsy type restaurant, and then he sees me. I see him, right? But he's sitting with somebody.
Okay.
Which was giving all shades of red flag.
Yeah.
So I just ignored him. And then he walks up to me and he's like, hi, my name is so and so. I almost said his name. And I'm like, okay, what can how can I help you? And he's like, I really like you. I just like the way you look.
Everything is given.
I'm like, I know, but okay, so what do you want? And he's like, can I please have your number? I want to text you, I want to call you. And I'm like, but you were here with somebody. And he's like, oh no, her? She was just, no, I was not here with her.
That's my sister.
She needed somewhere to sit. He didn't even say that. She needed somewhere to sit. I'm like, oh, there were so many chairs. Like, why did she choose to sit with you? And he's like, I don't know, maybe she just felt comfortable. And
women are attracted to me. I make them comfortable. You get vulnerable with me.
You get the point. I don't have my phone, it's dead, but give me your number. I won't forget it. And I'm like, okay, that sounds interesting because I bet you're gonna forget it. So I go ahead and give my number. Worst decision of my life.
He didn't forget it.
And even after I blocked, even after everything went south, because he was, of course, very disrespectful, and I don't have time for that. So I cut him off. So I blocked 4 of his numbers, and he always comes up with a new one. And I ask him, how do you have so many phone numbers?
This is why his ex-wife left him.
Fucking
no, you can French. You can French. It's English. Don't worry, it's not French.
Wow, guys.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you on a date?
That guy.
How many people are you in talking stages with?
I'm not talking to anybody at the moment. It's a very small place.
Yes.
So everybody kind of knows everybody.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Like, you could match with somebody. You go to the person's mutuals. And they're like,
your ex there.
Not even my ex. I'm not worried about my ex. They're like people you know.
Yeah.
From secondary school, uni.
are on there
Even
too.
till now,
Mhm.
right? Like,
People are trying to
they
find ways to
interact.
meet other people.
Yeah.
You have friends that connect you to. Oh, I think somebody would like you. I think you would like this person. You have friends with them.
I woke up to a WhatsApp text this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Now this text was from, I'm going to mention him, Som Tochukwu. Hi Chizi, what's up? You're in Kenya. Would you like to meet somebody? You know, he's Yoruba and he lives in the US. You know, if you're interested, just let me know. I see, Egma me, fans me, Egma me.
That's actually nice. He's thinking of you.
Wait, the long way. So I'm like, I'm not, you know, I'm
But
not
you said you
Kenyan.
wanted to meet people.
I know, but not like that. You need to have a little bit more finesse because look at it. He texts me and he's like, "Oh, you know, this guy, are you willing to meet him?" He's something that I've not spoken. We've not chatted since like October or November. Like, if I show you our chat, we've not had a conversation, and then he just thinks of me like, "Huh, she's and this boy will be a good fit. How about that?" Nah.
Sound sauce.
I thanked him, you know, for the thoughts.
Thank you for thinking of me.
Yeah,
respectfully.
No.
No, my back.
Sorry.
See, I'm very unfit. I need to work out.
You should. You'll be happy.
Look at you that you climbed that many flights of stairs and you were getting here. You were like, oh,
fam, I lift weights. Don't go there.
Really?
Fam, I don't play with my fitness.
You know how right. You talked about traveling, like when you were in Kenya, and I know you've been traveling a lot more frequently. I'm making a few plans. How's that been helping you on your self-love journey?
Okay, I thought you say what you wanted to ask how as me.
Oh, and also like meeting people. Because I don't meet together.
I don't meet people in the foreign countries. I don't do that.
Why?
Maybe I'm just a bit paranoid. There's the Nigerian in me that doesn't let me like meet strangers and like go out and hang out with them.
Because you feel like it's not safe.
Yeah, and it's in a country where I don't know
anyone else.
So like, what really happens?
When you're carted away.
Also, and you think I'm too big to be? No, my darling. I'm not too big to be carted away. Like it happens. So
please,
no.
You're beautiful. What are you talking
about? Stop! I'm shy. It just kind of puts a lot of things in perspective for you, because now if I was going to buy something, I would think, no, let me put this money aside and go somewhere.
Okay.
Right. And just the experiences of traveling alone, and you know, seeing things, meeting new people that you never thought, right? And just generally new experiences, new cities, new food, new vibes. It gives me joy. It motivates my emotion.
It sounds great. Sounds nice. If Genie could grant like 3 wishes for your love life, what would you wish for?
Why is the only love life that Genie is granting wish? Do you want me to say the truth? The whole truth? Or the truth? I don't know how I'm gonna. Let me tell you, like my specs are very funny. Personally, I always, at the moment, I don't think I want to have kids, right?
Okay.
So when I think of like a partner, I think of somebody who already had kids and who like has that part of his life like over and done with.
Oh.
And then I come along. And
are you dating older?
There's not really a selection younger. It's not like there's a selection older either.
As you come.
First wish would have to be somebody who loves to travel as well. Okay. For my last relationship, I feel like that was a very sore point. Just when I say come up with something, a crazy plan, and you're like, let's do it.
Spontaneous.
Let's do it. Yes, spontaneous.
So you want spontaneity?
I don't really like spontaneity. I like spontaneity that comes with a lot of planning.
Okay, for example, I think I'm with you.
Yeah. 2 would have to be somebody who is very attentive.
Okay.
Who values my opinion, you know, who I'm able to go to for like advice, and the person actually gives me sound advice, and just like a soundboard. Okay. We're able to kind of change ideas
and match your energy.
Yeah, you get the point. Now,
that's the love of your life.
Please, so much fun. Third thing I think would be he has to be able to spoil me silly, like unprovoked. Like you just think about him like, oh my babe will like this.
What's that Rema song? Do my money take out. Oh, what's that Rema's no, what did they use all my money take out? Someone said I've always known this Rema was a husband material. Rema is not a husband material. This is how women are misled. I'm gonna play a little game of never have I ever,
Yeah.
but there's no drinking because I don't drink.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
So
Thank
how would I
you.
know if you're lying? Because lawyers are liars.
I mean, fair enough.
Never have I ever ghosted someone.
I have with my full chest. I
Okay.
do. Yeah.
You ghosted that guy, for example, but he refused to be ghosted.
Like a ghost. He kept chasing me.
Have I ever told someone I love you without meaning it?
Fam, what sort of a question is this?
It's something I'm guilty of. That's why I asked
Wow! Wow! Wow!
you. That's a very good question.
Oh my days!
Are you guilty? Have you ever done that?
I think as a younger person, yes. Even though they're saying you old, as if I'm older, but like much, you know.
When they say I
earlier
love you, then
in
you
my
feel
life.
pressure to say I love you too.
I don't do that anymore. I don't love you. I don't love you, Neil.
Never have I ever cheated on someone
Have
or
you
been
cheated
cheated on.
on? That's a very interesting question. Me, I don't know. So I would say like cheated on, but then I wasn't even cheated on. I was being cheated with. Like,
Oh, you're the side chick, but you didn't know.
yeah, but I didn't know, and it was very messy.
Oh.
Yeah, like, and you know, with moment of hindsight, it's really creepy now because it was somebody that I knew, like
That you
the
were
babe.
seeing. The babe was someone you knew.
Yeah, like, and it was somebody we both know. Yeah,
But
like
not the
it was,
person she's married to now.
no. She broke up with this nigga like a while ago because he was too stupid. Fam, he was too stupid. He invited me to his dad's 60th that she planned. Mm-hmm.
Whatever men consistently.
They will stay here. They will stay here.
Why?
Since my last trip was in October.
Mm-hmm.
And since October, I've been thinking, oh, where am I going to go next? Where am I
Why
going
you
to
go next? Okay.
Now, I come up with Zambia, next location. I'm like, okay, so how does that work? What needs to go into this? So, like, all of the research, all of the, like, applications, all of the,
it's a full-time
visas.
job. Travel creators are not, it's a lot of work.
Even just thinking about the outfits, because then you now have to plan, is it going to be cold? No, I'm not here for
You
the
don't want the
aesthetical.
outfits.
I'm not like everything else has just like
Killed in comparison.
yeah. Like, we actually with these Lagos restaurants now that are busy giving dress code to come and eat in a what they call that place? Diner.
It's insane. All you expect to eat is the vibe of the place. The actual food, the taste is not given.
Wow, fam.
It's
Tell
embarrassing.
me about it.
What are your goals for this year to change, to be more intentional about your?
Please, this let me tell you the more of this story now is that Lola is trying to guilt trip me or actually late shame me. Late come. Is there a word like that?
Like let's shame you. Oh, for coming late for this.
Yes. That's
I want to thank you for bringing that up. Actually.
Yeah, but
I forgot about that.
Apologies. I apologize to you already. Let it go.
I'm not apologizing enough.
Okay, sorry. Sorry.
That's the energy.
How
can you admit that you are a late comer and then still be late?
Because the first step towards change is admission.
How long have you been admitting this to yourself?
Apologies. I will do better. Intentional.
Not so. Anyway. When next I invite you out, I'm going to lie. I'll tell you 10 a.m.
Just tell me. If you tell me 10 a.m., I'll be there for 11.
So just 12. You came 2 hours late today.
That's what I'm saying now. Sorry, 12. So just if you want me to be out by 1, just tell me 10.
Are you not ashamed?
I am. Some days I am. Some days I just like
I can't kill yourself.
I can't kill myself. I try.